Happy Wednesday and welcome back to the vlog if you're new here. Starting the vlog off at a very odd time for me. I feel like I always start my vlogs in the morning. I did film yesterday morning for the intro of this vlog, and then yesterday did not go at all how I thought it was going to, and I just never picked up the camera again, which is totally okay. It just didn't happen. But today we had a really good day. Sterling's had a few rough days. We're just dealing with more reflux issues, which I think is just so normal for newborns, but I've definitely been like in my guessing game journey where I'm like, what did I eat? What's going on? I was actually able to be super productive. I didn't really film anything today, but he went down for quite a few naps, and I want to show you guys everything I did in the kitchen. I'm going to show you where they are now, and then I'm going to finish them all tonight. Hopefully when I put him down for his last nap of the day, I'll get everything finished. Caleb just got home from work, and so we are going to make pizzas. If you've been around for the last few vlogs, I feel like I put this process in quite a few vlogs. We are obsessed with making our stone-fired pizzas because we have a mini pizza oven that we're able to use now that it's nice weather and Caleb's home from work a lot more. So I made some pizza dough this afternoon. This pizza dough is so amazing. It literally takes 10 minutes to whip up, and then it sits on your counter for 4 to 6 hours, or it could be in your fridge for up to like 2 days, I think. Without a fail, every single time. It's so good. It does really good in our pizza oven. I made one recipe of that, and it makes like 3 smaller personal pan pizzas. The recipe says it makes 2, but we split it up in 3. And then I also made a batch of sourdough. It has been so long since I've made sourdough. I guess I made sourdough on his due date, the night that my water broke, and that's the last time that I've pulled out my starter and done anything. And so I pulled out my starter last night to feed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad that I'm making some now, because it's been now almost a month, which is crazy to say. I'm going to finish that tonight. And then on a whim, I've never made these before, but I decided to make some dough for English muffins. I had an extra sourdough starter from when I fed my starter last night, so I was like, I'm just gonna give it a go. I found a recipe on Pinterest. Super easy. This is what the dough looks like right now. So I'll take that out, turn it out, and then cut it into the English muffins here in a little bit. All of this was super easy. I really want to try this fig jam. That's the type of pizza that I get at Pinterest. Okay, it's much later, and I think I officially have Sterling down for good, at least for the next hour. So I'm gonna make these English muffins and see how they go. This is my first time making them. I might have already said that to you guys. And then I'm also gonna get my sourdough loaf in the oven as well. Not sure which one I'm gonna do first, but I might do my sourdough loaf and just let it bake while I'm doing the English muffins. Okay, these are not the most beautiful. Some of them are a little bit misshapen, but I didn't want to waste the dough. I think I'm gonna try to roll out these scraps and get a few more out, but I'm really interested to see how these cook up. I'm honestly so full from dinner, but I really want to try one of these and see how they turned out. Those are really good.
It smells delicious in here. What did you make?
English muffins. My mother-in-law made rhubarb strawberry jam from my brother-in-law's rhubarb plant. The lighting is so bad, but I want to try a little bit. Oh my gosh.
I do want to try the rhubarb.
That jam is some of the best jam I've ever had.
Wow. Wow.
You want one?
Yes, please.
These might be a regular in the household now.
Please.
Good morning, you guys. Lighting in here is just not the best, but it's just a nice place for me to film while I get ready for the day. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I kind of want to catch up with you guys about how this past week has gone. Honestly, just how things are going and progressing since I've talked to you guys last. I made myself a hot coffee today because the sun is not out yet. Actually, right as I said that, the sun came out. I'm very, very happy about that. I have been wishing for some warmer days. We've had just like cold 50, 60 degrees. Actually 60 degrees is like warm around here. That is one thing I am so excited for, is for the weather just to get warmer and just to be able to take Sterling outside more. I feel like I've gotten better about this. This past week I've taken 2 different walks on a little like walking trail that we have pretty close to our house. So the first time we went, he was not super happy. He was pretty fussy the whole time. And then the second time I went, he was asleep the whole time and I walked so much further. Now I think we'll do that again today because I really would like to move my body, and that's just a really easy way for me to do it. That's the plan today. I also have a grocery pickup at like 11 to noon. It's really been interesting to figure out our routine with Sterling now that it's been almost a month, which is insane to say. I was thinking about it this morning sitting in bed. I was thinking about the fact that 1 month of his whole first year is gone, and oh my gosh, I wanted to cry. I was like, that is crazy. He's gonna be 1 before we know it. And like, I was just thinking like so extreme, but it is true. It's like, how has this time gone by so fast? And I know the summer is gonna fly by, it always does, and then you have holidays, and then it's like his first birthday, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it just all goes so fast. The saying is so true that babies don't keep. He's already changing so much, I feel like, just from his newborn self to now. It's crazy to think that I'm almost 1 month postpartum. I feel like now that I'm at the 1 month mark, as of tomorrow, I feel really, really good. I feel like myself. I feel like it just gives me a little bit more freedom to go and do the things that I want to do without feeling like I'm gonna overdo it or it's unhealthy for me or my baby. One thing about pregnancy that I absolutely loved, and I think I've talked about this a few times, is that I had the best skin my whole pregnancy. Like really since I got pregnant, my first trimester on, I rarely, if ever, had a pimple, which is insane to say out loud because my whole life leading up to getting pregnant, I've dealt with such bad skin. I had really, really bad, almost like cystic acne in like my T-zone in college, and then I've just dealt with lots and lots of texture and small breakouts since post-college and on. And it was so just confusing to me because I felt like I did everything right, and I've done lots of different like food cleanses and cut things out, and I've got my hormones done and all of those things. I just have done it all for my skin, and whenever I got pregnant, it really confirmed to me that it was more of a hormonal thing than external factors that I can control. And I've gotten hormone panels done and everything comes back perfect. And so that's like the question mark in my head of like, there has to be something with my skin. But anyways, pregnancy was a really nice break. It was a good mental break for me to not have to think about my skin. I feel like that's something, if you struggle with skin, it kind of can become a daily mental battle of like, I don't want to think about my skin. I don't want to pick at my skin. I just like want to ignore it even if it's there, and that's hard to do. So that was a really nice break for me throughout pregnancy, just to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so thankful my skin looks good. But I bring this all up because 2 weeks ago I started getting acne again and just like more textured skin. I definitely have more texture on my forehead, which was very normal for me pre-pregnancy. And then I've had quite a few breakouts around my mouth, and it's just like, oh, I thought I was done with my struggle with acne, but that might not be the case, and that's okay. But I definitely, this time around, even though I just said I think that it's more hormonal than external, which I do think is very true, but I do think that there's things that I can do to like help inflammation and things like that. And part of that is I want to get a better skincare routine. And then something else that I really want to be intentional about and on top of postpartum is still taking care of myself. I feel like I've kind of let that go by the wayside as far as like the foods I'm eating, and obviously I'm not getting a lot of daily movement, and I'm really excited to prioritize that again. I feel like whenever I'm moving my body daily, my eating habits kind of align with that so much more, just because I'm fueling my body for more movement and things like that. And I just have not had that mindset postpartum. I've also had just like lots of good meals that people have brought us and snacks around the house, and that is just definitely not my norm, like what I usually buy at the grocery store. So I'm very excited to just start being more intentional with what I'm eating. And I think I'll feel better, just like overall. Okay, my daily makeup is done. I think I'm gonna slick back my hair today just because I think this is day 3 hair, and if I don't do something with it in the morning by like the afternoon, if I just keep it in a claw clip or something, I just can't stand it, especially if it doesn't look good down and I have to have it in a clip all day. It just like overstimulates me. So I'm gonna put my hair up and then I go try to do a few like things around the house as far as like tidying and chores before Sterling wakes up and I have to feed him, and then we'll get ready for the day, go try to run quite a few errands. I just folded all of the clothes, all of Sterling's clothes that I just did in my last load of laundry, and half of them I just folded and put in a pile because he outgrew them. And I'm so sad about it. I was folding some of them and they're like Caleb and I's favorite onesies. We each had our favorites that we would put on him if they were clean. And oh my gosh, I have to like reorganize his little dresser because I know where all his newborn things are, but now I need to like reorient myself to 0 to 3 months. I put him in a newborn sleeper last night just because he spit up at like 3 in the morning on his outfit, and I had this pile on my laundry chair, and I put him in a newborn sleeper, and I was like, I'm sorry, this is probably so uncomfortable because he couldn't like stretch out his legs fully, which when they're sleeping they have them curled up anyways, but I was just like, alright, I need to put away all of the sleepers that are newborn because they really just don't fit him anymore. I ended up just putting on some leggings and then this sweatshirt, which is from my younger brother. He got it from my great aunt. Kind of funny, but it's a really cool sweatshirt. It says Amsterdam on it, and I think my great aunt got it there, and it's just like a really pretty navy blue. I never reach for it because it's on the smaller side. I have a few sweatshirts that are that way. I have one that says Pebble Beach on it from California. That's a super cool embroidered sweatshirt. I just tend to go with more oversized things, and so I don't reach for my smaller sweatshirts especially, but I decided to put this on for the day because I'm going to be getting in and out of the car. I want to go on a walk. I can just move with this a little bit better. Also, whenever I carry Sterling, like in my little Solly baby wrap carrier, I feel like if I have something really oversized, then the wrap doesn't fit as well. So having something that is a little bit, this is still a sweatshirt, but is a little bit more fitted is nice whenever I end up carrying him. I don't know if I will today, but it's just nice on the go if I need to have that option. We're packed and ready to go, and now I just need to load the car, get shoes on, and pack a coat for myself because I would really like to go on a walk after we pick up groceries. I'm not getting anything frozen or refrigerated, actually. I think we're doing a really quick grocery pickup. Sorry for the dryer that you can hear in the background. I am gonna make strawberry shortcake. We're having a family dinner tonight at my in-laws, so I'm gonna make strawberry shortcake for that. And then I'm getting stuff for Caleb to make a dessert for tonight too, if he has time. And then I need dog food and milk. So everything should be fine in the car for like an extra 40 minutes. Okay, I just calmed Sterling down. We had a little bit of a crying fit whenever I parked for grocery pickup, but I think we're okay now. I'm gonna run through the Starbucks drive-thru and get myself some lunch. I was so worried about getting out on time for his like wake window and after feeding that I wasn't even thinking about lunch for me, and I'm starving and I still do want to go for a walk. So I'm gonna go through the drive-thru, grab something, and then we're gonna head to the trail to go on a walk, and hopefully Sterling will stay asleep. I might have to feed him in the car before we go, but we're already out. He's in the car seat. We've already had a cry session, so might as well just do it all in one go. Okay, let me see if I can set you guys up in a way that you can see what I'm doing. Just got Sterling all settled, so I'm going to make myself a little drink, and then we're gonna head out to walk. When I went through Starbucks, I just got a cup of ice water because I brought with me this Diet Dr. Pepper. It's the creamy coconut flavor. I had been wanting to try this forever, and then I found it at my grocery store. It is so good. I just just got Sterling down for his last nap, well, his later nap in the day. I really need to make the strawberry shortcake, so I'm gonna make the strawberries first just because the longer they sit, the better they are. And then I will do the shortcake after and then bake it, and then I need to make the whipped cream as well. So we're gonna do it all and try to get this done. I think everyone's gonna get together for dinner tonight at like 5:36 is what I'm guessing. It's 4 right now, so we just have a little bit of time left and then we'll go over and eat. These strawberries are incredible from Walmart. I got these and Caleb and I had a ton last night, and just look how beautiful they are. I think strawberries are in season right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think around this time last year I went with my mother-in-law to pick a ton of strawberries locally, so they taste amazing, they look incredible. They're just, oh, they smell so good too. Caleb just got home from work and he is also making a dessert for dinner tonight. He won't really tell anyone what it is.
It's a dump cake.
You're telling the vlog?
I can tell you.
We're gonna sample the shortcake because I just pulled it out of the oven. Up in that cupboard above the kitchen. Are you ready?
Oh, it's so cute.
One for you, one for me.
Wow. That's so good with the warm bread.
That shortcake is so yummy, it's not too dry. You think your dump cake can beat it?
No. It's a dump cake. That's the beauty of the dump cake.
Caleb is the biggest measuring person. But when it comes to the dump cake, there's no measuring involved.
That's the beauty of the dump cake.
It's gonna be so good. You can't go wrong with all of that. Caleb gets all his inspiration from YouTube Shorts. So when he has a new recipe, I knew he was on food. It's not even food talk, it's like food YouTube Shorts. But he does have lots of good ideas. It's going on the smoker. We'll see whose dessert wins. Sterling needs to eat, so we're gonna go wake him up from his nap.
Oh, all three of us.
It's a family affair.
Coda, are you gonna come help wake him up? Oh, big stretch.
It's not big.
Oh my goodness, you're stretching so big. Hi.
And Dakota's here to say baby.
Hey. Are you helping us wake him up?
Look like he's about to go back to sleep.
He looks somewhat annoyed that we woke him up.
I think he is.
Hi, buddy.
Look at all your blonde hair. He's not
Man,
in there
you are
anymore.
so tired. You're stretching away.
Bad guy.
It gives him time to acclimate.
Before we head over to my in-laws' house, I wanted to show you guys what I'm wearing. I just thrifted this like linen muslin flowy shirt. It's really oversized. It's probably a size bigger than I would have bought if I just bought it new myself, but I thought it was a good little summer option. The sleeves are kind of long. If anything, it'll be a cute little beach cover-up. I think the brand is Aerie or American Eagle. I don't remember which one. I think Aerie. And then I'm just wearing some jeans. These are my classic jeans with the cuffs at the bottom. And I thrifted these as well. These were Aeropostale. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow Caleb's gonna help me bring that mirror downstairs into the living room. So this might be the last fit check in this dark little corner of our house, but this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna throw on my red clogs and then we're gonna head over. Caleb is going around and whatever he doesn't know what it is, he's grabbing.
It's so cool. Dead ahead.
Okay, I don't want cherry tomatoes. We want, ooh, let's do heirloom tomatoes.
Yes.
That's exactly what we need. We're getting everything. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have heirloom tomatoes. Let's do 2 of these, Caleb.
Fine. It's because you want to get it so bad.
All right, keep going. Keep walking. No more tomatoes.
All right, peppers.
Those are beautiful. Okay, we are starting our garden plant. We got tons and tons of stuff, as you guys saw. We are gonna do potatoes in this first little chunk because they don't get as much sunlight that we want some of our other starts to have a better chance of growth and survival. Last year I did a very small garden. We only tilled maybe like a third, if not half of the garden. And I planted all of our onions and garlic on like this side right here closest to me. And I feel like they didn't do super good because we have this tree right above us that is getting massive. And I feel like it was in the shade a lot of the time. So we're gonna figure things out as we go. Caleb is doing the classic string method so that our rows are really straight. So we had a little bit of an outfit change. I'm now wearing Sterling. He was not very happy to be put down. So we're gonna see if this works. And Caleb got the whole garden mapped out. So I think now I just need to go around and start planting everything. I think it'll help with that. It looks super nice. That's perfect.
Onions.
Okay, peppers are all in that line. Well, I will. It's such beautiful stuff too. So next on the agenda, now that our garden is all planted, I feel like there's so much work that goes into planting a garden, and then at the end there doesn't look like a whole lot to show for it just because they're little starts or seeds. So we have lots planted in our garden and we're so happy to have that done. This is seriously the perfect day to do it because it's warm, but it's not too warm. My next order of business is I have a few plants to pot. I got this Veronica plant, which I thought was just beautiful. I wanted some color. I was thinking about putting it in our flower beds, but I decided that I'm just going to have it in a pot on our porch. And then for my other two that I need a pot, I don't think I can pronounce this, but this is the type of flower. My mom had one of these growing up in our living room and I always loved it. I feel like it reminds me of a lily. And then last but not least, if you guys remember last year I got basil, but I got like a jasmine basil. It wasn't the sweet basil that I was looking for cooking. So I'm going to plant this basil in a pot and keep it in the kitchen somewhere, but I'm excited about this one too.